Hello, come. What's your name?
Yashwanti Borkar.
Yashwanti.
Yeah, Yashwanti.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Pallavi.
Pallavi.
My name is Ashwini, ma'am.
Ashwini. Okay. So Yashwanti, Pallavi and Ashwini. Okay. So what I'm going to demonstrate now, you could very well do it with your children at home also. So I just thought I would start with this, and it's a good way to break the ice also. Yes. So I have a magic box here, right? And this has the picture of the person who's the most special person in your life. Somebody unique, irreplaceable, and the most special person. Yashwanti, yes, yes. So who is that person? You'll have to tell me the name, otherwise my magic doesn't work.
A special person in my life, I can say my mother.
Your mother, what's her name?
Girija.
Girija. Okay. You all like magic? Yes? Yes? Okay. Apradaka, dum dum. Okay, let's see whether it works or not. Don't tell what you saw, okay? Please come here, Yashwanti, just keep quiet. I hope your mom's photo comes. Okay, okay, right. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Pallavi.
Pallavi, who's the most special person in your life?
My daughter.
Your daughter, what's her name?
Shanvika.
Shanvika. Apradaka, it has to change, right? So Apradaka, come, let's see. I have to tell in the end whether the magic works or not. Yeah, Shanvika's picture. Okay, the most special person in your life. Who's the most special person in your life?
Well, my daughter,
What?
she's Anshu.
Anshu,
Yeah.
okay. So we have special mothers with special daughters here.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yes. Anshu, okay, here we go. Come. Okay, so the most special person in your life, right? So do you agree with what you saw?
That's a sweet magic.
Yeah. So you can all guess what it was? Yeah, it's a mirror, right? So we are always so quick to point out the weaknesses of our children that we often sometimes, forget to appreciate their strengths. Or sometimes I also see the other extreme, when we only talk about their strengths and we don't talk about their weaknesses at all. So I guess there has to be a balance. So now quickly, can you tell me why are you so special?
Being special, it describes the way we are brought up.
Okay,
Also, we will be an example for our kids.
right.
So, what we do and how we go along with our life journey at home, family, everywhere. So we will be an example showing. I mean, it will show the kids like, okay, fine. So if we are angry, this is normal. Like this is how my parents and outside world is. If we are calm and patient and be kind, so they will think, okay, this is normal. So being special means it is special in every way.
Yes,
that's
yes.
all I can say. Like,
So there's nobody like you in the world at all, right?
Yeah.
So that itself is being special, and you are an excellent role model for your children.
Yes,
so
true.
give her a big round of applause. So nice. Thank you for sharing.
One addition I would like to
Yeah,
say,
sure,
like,
go ahead.
if we love ourselves,
Yes.
then only we'll be able to love our family members.
Yes.
Our kids and parents,
Yes.
husband, everyone.
Yes.
So if we don't do that, then everything will come out in the way of frustration, anger, and that will be showing on whoever is closer to us.
Absolutely. So you
yeah.
can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Why are you so special?
Again, the same point. I think we should be role models. Children actually capture every small details and everything that we do. I think somewhere we should be reflecting the right thing, and probably that.
Okay, let's keep parenting aside.
Yeah.
What's special about you?
Being positive
Okay.
about any situation.
Right?
And I'm trying to bring that in my kid also.
Wonderful.
Kind of she's trying to think and move in the same line.
Wonderful. Give her a big round of applause. She's a very positive person.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. If anybody were to ask me this question, why am I special? First, I would wonder why, right? Yes, I feel that I'm special because I am very much open to learning. Now, when I say learning, I don't want to tell that I learn only from the elders in my life. I do learn from the people who are pretty younger to me in my life, right? So that one quality I feel makes me very special, because I'm able to connect with a lot of people at that time, right? I'm able to talk to elderly people, I'm able to connect with the kids. So that makes me very special. I feel that, they become very much smooth when they're talking to me, they conversate, they tell me their problems. In fact, I understand that. So maybe the empathic nature that I have makes me pretty special. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you are a real social connector, and if I say influencer, like we say nowadays,
That's a dangerous word right now.
no, it could be a good influence as well. Why should we always have negative connotations to it? So I absolutely mean it in a more positive way. So that's really nice, and a learner for life, I know. So that's wonderful. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I told you that we often overlook. So what happens is, if we do not genuinely tell our children their strengths, when they have a failure in life, they kind of think that this is the end of it all, right? And they are no good. And though we say that this is an entitled generation and they don't know, we have never said no to them, and that's the reason. So they're much more prone to self-harm and suicides, which are increasing, but also the fact that they always judge their success in life. It's either marks, it's materialistic, and they often forget the qualities that they have. It could be qualities of honesty, kindness, helpfulness, integrity. Like somebody said, learning, being a role model to somebody, you're helping somebody. So I think not only their achievements need to be celebrated, but also their qualities, which are so very important and which hold them in good stead. So I belong to Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and you can see the emblem here. In Indian Academy of Pediatrics, we believe in partnering with parents, not only for child and adolescent physical health, but also we talk about health in a more holistic way of talking about physical, mental, socio-emotional, and even spiritual well-being. So we follow that in the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and we believe that we can do so by partnering with schools, by partnering with parents, and a special thanks to the management and all the teachers and the principals and vice principals of Madhav Kripa School for giving me an opportunity to share a few thoughts with you. But I just don't want to just talk in vacuum. I thought, let me give you some simple rules, because books and books of parenting which I've written, and sometimes it's very difficult to carry home. And what are the take home messages? You say, okay, I read the book was fantastic, but I don't know what are the 4 or 5 points. So I thought I'll keep myself limited to 5 points of, I call them the golden rules of positive parenting and tips for tackling misbehavior. So when we are coming right in the beginning, I like the way Dr. Virupaksha said that there are no bad children. We don't label them, We don't label children. We don't even say that they are very good, right? Very good or very perfect. We are also very, very cautious about that, because the moment you label them either bad or very good, if you label them as bad, why should they improve? You've already labeled them, right? So why should they improve at all? So the behavior, we can definitely say that this behavior was not appropriate, and why was it not appropriate? Now if we label them as very good, nobody is perfect. I say only one person is perfect, and that is God. And we are not God, right? So that will make them so guilty if they make a mistake, right? So I think we need to focus on the behavior. That's so very important. And I would say a good enough person, a person who doesn't harm himself or herself and doesn't harm the other people and is capable of achieving their potential, is what we are all looking for. And of course, on the way, if the top IIT, top the NEET exam, do extremely well, good, great, yes? And you'll all agree with me that we want them ultimately to be happy and satisfied in life, right? Now that we've heard the wonderful moment, which was the not so wonderful moment, or which was a little disturbing in your childhood, which you wish, oh, I wish my parent didn't do this. So some of the rules have to be there right from the beginning, and especially when it is related to digital devices, which we all are facing it difficult to handle now, right? And the other thing she said is, don't be too harsh with them. That is exactly what positive parenting is all about. Basically, not to be negative. Right? Like some of them said here that I'm a very positive person. Basically, not to be negative, not to be abusive, not to have a doom and gloom attitude that once he has done it wrong, he will always do it wrong. You have failed in one exam, you're going to become a beggar. No. No, let's not go into that, right? Because the brain is still under construction till around 24 years of age, at least, if not more. Right? And a lot of changes that we can do in this period. So, no doom and gloom. Whenever we parent, we do it with a positive attitude, being firm, consistent, and with lots and lots of overdose of love. I think that's what we need, especially when they have done something wrong. Yes? So, our love button should really go high, and that should get down our criticality. And of course, I thank all the parents and all the children who thought me, you know, worthy of taking care of them. So whatever I'm talking to you today is all dedicated to all the parents and children that I have looked after over the last 3 decades. Today I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts of parenting. Let me tell you that the customized machine has to be made by you. Each child is unique, each family is unique. Every family has their unique value system, right? And you need to do it that way. Even in one family, one child's needs may be very different from the other child's need, and we need to understand that. And if I take it, not even I'm talking about the temperament or swabhava as we call it, I'm also talking about disability. A child may have, one child may have autism, the other child may not have autism. One child would have intellectual disability, the other may not have. So the parenting has to have its own flavor. So what we are going to do in the next few minutes is only to go through the general general principles. Correspondent madam in the beginning did say why parenting has become a challenge right now, and why are we talking so much about parenting nowadays. She talked so beautifully about the lack of social buffers, as we call them, in nuclear families, right? Something used to go wrong, I used to go to my aunt, my uncle, my grandmother. So, you know, it'd be so much easier to get over a hurt so easily, even though my mother would have, you know, scolded me for something. And I would have felt, oh no, my mom has spoken so badly about it. And now, as I'm talking to you about this, I'm reminded of one case. I came back from my clinic, a busy clinic, and the phone rang. At that time, you know, we're not using so much of mobiles and more of landlines at that time. And I could hear on the other end this girl who had come to me a couple of days ago, and she said, I'm standing on the edge of my balcony and I'm going to jump, doctor. Oh God, my heart missed a beat. It was 9 o'clock and I was really tired after a busy clinic, and I was wondering, and I just flashed back to a couple of days you know, before, when her mother had come with her to the clinic and actually referred by a psychiatrist saying that this girl was on antidepressants for 9 months. I think she's out of her depression, but what she really needs is some counseling in the form of coping with her emotions. She's not in clinical depression, just help her, is what the psychiatrist had written to me. So when I talked to this girl, I realized she told me there was intense sibling rivalry. And you know, if you look at this girl, she was almost 5'10", a little chubby, a little dark complexion, while her sister was, you know, small, petite, very fair with a dimpled smile. And if you were to see both of together, not that I'm the one who falls for appearances, but that little angel was really so angelic, you know. And she said that her mother always took her side. And the mother also agreed. She also agreed when I talked to the mother separately. So I thought, oh yeah, I have it's very clear cut, I have to just deal with sibling rivalry. So it takes a long time to take a history. So I thought next time I would deal with that. And I gave her the next appointment, and she sends a SMS to me and says that I would love to come to your counseling, but we can't afford it. Okay, so that means she didn't want to come. And her mother came and said, didn't she come? I said, no, this is the SMS she sent to me. And then the mother said, of course not, both me and my husband are scientists, we can definitely afford this, I don't know why she did this. So then I said, if she can't come to me, I can't really help her. You know, I told her like that. She kind of fell on my feet and I was a little taken aback, you know. And out of sheer frustration, I said, okay, then you come for counseling. And she came. She came for nearly 10 months, twice a month, and we were working on parenting. That's all we worked on. I never saw the girl actually. So it was 2 months she had given 3-4 sessions to the mother, and this happened. So then I asked her what happened at that particular time. She said, Doctor, I came back from school and I was talking to this boy who lives next to our house, and my mother saw me talking and she said, you are a prostitute. And tell me, doctor, if your mother only says that, life is not worth living. And remember, she had already 3 suicide attempts before, when she was on antidepressants and all. And I was really scared at that point of time. Then I asked her, if you have a 100 rupee note in your hand, and if you crush it, what is the value of the note? She was smart, you know, she said 100. I said, if you still crumple it, how much would it be? It'd be 100. So I said, if you tear it, what would it be? No value. I said, absolutely. So even somebody calls you something doesn't make you one, because you know what your value is. And again, you know, that mirror thing, you know what your value is. So nobody should be allowed to put you down, even if it's your mother. So I just told her that, and she immediately understood. She was a bright girl, and she said, Doctor, I think you must talk to my mother. I said, sure, where's your mother? She's in the bedroom. And all that I wanted was that she moves away from that balcony, you know. I said, definitely I want to talk to your mother. So she gave the phone to the mother, and at that time I only told the mother, please spend this night with your daughter, don't leave her alone, and come to the clinic tomorrow. So they said that this night was really a change, a total change in the relationship which occurred, and they understood each other better. But her mother continued to come to me for another 8 months or so, and now this young girl is a chartered accountant and has a baby of her own whom I am seeing now. So she never came to me even once as an adolescent, but I'm seeing her baby. So you can see, you know, the power of words, right? And how critical parenting can sometimes really hurt the child so bad. And the second thing is, you just have to be at the end of the line to save a life sometime. You need not be a doctor at all. If the adolescent or if the young person thinks of calling you, you can be that lifeline for that adolescent.